am Dr. Kathleen Walls.
And I'm Herman Davis.
And you are watching Dr. Walls and Friends on Opulence TV. Dr. Walls and Friends, and we're sitting here with Brother Ed Umoja Herman, the president and founder of Sisters in Harmony. And we were talking about, or you were actually getting ready to tell us, why is this healing process series that we'll be doing in October with the Peace and Love Foundation so important to you personally, as well as for the organization Sisters in Harmony?
Oh, you gotta go there, don't you?
Oh, I do.
Dr. Walls and Friends. Well, no, seriously, this is important to me because I come out of domestic violence. Because, people who know my story, I say all the time about how my mom, under 5 feet, my dad over 6 feet, and he was an abusive alcoholic. So when I used to see my mom protect me with her body from my dad, I was like, wow. So Sisters in Harmony is dedicated to my mom. And so as I move on that level, it's just like, what do we do now so that way there's no more little boys like me? So there's no more little girls out there get seen that. And Herman talked about what happened to his sister. What do we have to do? Someone has to take a stand somewhere. It took one woman sitting on the bus to start the Montgomery bus boycott. One action, if it's watered and if it's fertilized correctly, could give you a movement or a journey. Now, we go from movement to journey. I like a journey because a movement is a reaction to something. A journey is a lifetime commitment to excellence.
Yes.
That's what I look at. So I like to look at journeys because it's a lifetime commitment to excellence.
Yes.
Not to subpar, to excellence. And as we look at this movement, Peace and Love, you say, now this is a journey. Let's make it a journey. Because we're focused on Philly right now, but there's millions of Phillies all over the world. There's millions of children all over the world. So as we look at one stop here in Philly, starts the movement.
Now it's
The movement goes into a
interesting.
journey.
You're saying one stop, and all of a sudden, and I'm looking at your shirt, the African Holocaust, never again, and you're saying one stop, and Harriet Tubman comes to mind.
Yeah, because the Underground Railroad, here's a woman who couldn't read nor write, who had a sleeping disorder, and she was able to go back and forth, I think 13 times, and bring over 300 people to freedom. One woman making an act. So when you look at peace and love, take either one of those words. Which one do you want to focus on? In Kwanzaa we say we have 7 principles. You could do one every day or do all 7. So if you like peace, work on the peace.
Yes.
If you like love, work on the love. You want to work on both of them. But do something. The worst thing you could do is not to do anything.
That's right.
Don't worry about going into the streets and get everyone riled up. Don't worry about trying to do. If everyone does peace and love in their house, the whole building's in peace and love.
That's right.
The building, then the community, then the block. See, all we need you to do is be the best peace and love in your house. If every house practices peace and love, then we have the community. If you could go to the streets and do the whole community, great. But let's start at home.
That's right.
Start at home and make it work its way through. Because if you're doing it in your house and I'm doing it at my house, guess what? Our house is in harmony.
Yes.
Peace and love. Okay?
Look
and
at
the
that.
block goes.
Sisters in peace and love leads to sisters and people in harmony. Oh, I'm going to grab that tambourine again.
But that's what it is. We could do this.
Yes.
The worst thing to me is not doing something positive. Because if you don't do something positive, then that space is left open for something negative to come in.
That's right.
So let's do something.
That's right.
And don't worry about what everybody else is. Let's do your best. Do your best. Whatever God or Allah, we won't call that entity, whatever He has given you to use it to your best of your ability.
That's right.
Because when you use it to your best of your ability, you're going to get a blessing back. And as you get your blessing is going to help someone else. Because Sisters in Harmony is now touching people.